Hey everybody, welcome back to Kicking the Second Half. I feel like I just woke up from a nap. What was this game? I don't know what it was. It was terrible. It's a terrible game. Whose man is this? Whose man is this? BRYN Forbes out there. I know who he is. He played for the Spurs. He's on the Bucks team, but why? Why are you letting him shoot so many threes? It's so crazy how they just left him so wide open. And I don't know how much to say about this. This is probably going to be a short video. I'm just being honest with you. I fell asleep during this game. Like I was watching this game. I missed part of the first quarter, and I came down. I was like, okay, man, this game has already looked like it's getting out of hand. But there's plenty of game to be played. Watching the rest of the second quarter, going into the third quarter, and man, like I fell asleep. I got some pretty good rest. Like I didn't care about missing the game. I woke up and the game was still going on, and nothing much changed except for the score just increased, and it was just something that I don't regret watching. Like it is terrible. I mean, Dwayne Dedmon, that's your leading scorer for the Miami Heat. Like I'm expecting more, and I'm not expecting Dwayne Dedmon on the stat sheet like that. Like that was just I don't even know, but I don't want to focus too much on the Heat. So let's just go on to the Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks on pulling off another win, like, because that's what they needed to do was, protect home court. And this is beyond protecting home court. This is just pretty much saying that we just deflated all the energy that you thought y'all might have had coming into this series. So game 3 in Miami, I don't know what to expect there. I don't really know what to expect. Like, can I just say like it might be a sweep? Like, I don't want to say that. I really don't want to say it. And I feel like the Miami Heat could definitely win at least one game at home, hopefully. But man, the Bucks are just they're lighting them up on defense. I mean, Drew Holiday's being very impactful, but apparently it's not just him. But I mean, if you're going to let somebody like BRYN Forbes just shoot, does it even matter about the Bucks defense when it comes to your offense? It's or the Miami Heat's defense, I guess I should say. It's just there's a lack there. Like there's just a free fall. I don't understand it. Like I said before, I think bubble fatigue is a real thing, and that's what the Miami Heat experienced earlier in the season. But is it setting back in for Jimmy Butler? Like, is what's going on there? I don't know if he's 100%. I'm starting to question that going into the series. I thought he was good. He looked great. Looked like he was in shape, ready to bring that intensity. And maybe going back to South Beach is what they need. Maybe they got some food poisoning or something. Like, it just seems odd that this game wasn't any closer than it was after seeing the last game. Like, yeah, I would say the Bucks would probably still had won this game if it was close, just because they're protecting home court. My prediction was, rolling with the home teams for the wins. But man, going into Miami for game 3 and game 4, the Heat have to win at least one of those. Obviously you want to win game 3 to start some new momentum there, but the Bucks are about to ride it out. They're about to ride it out. Like Drew Holiday is locked in for sure. And he's hungry because he knows he's got an opportunity to win a championship here. And Giannis, he shot a couple threes there in the second half because they just had such a wide open lead. And I'm kind of excited that he did that, because I thought it was a great thing that he did attempt the threes, even though he kind of missed those threes. But at least he attempted it, because you never know when you might need that down the stretch, if not this series, for the next series, because they're going to probably put you in a situation where you can't come into the paint, similar to game 1. So taking that is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all to do that if you're up that large, because it's not really going to cost you anything, just maybe a field goal percentage. But just keep taking those shots and get some type of rhythm. It didn't look like he had a rhythm when he was shooting those shots. I think he just pulling up because they had a big margin. So you have to get some form of consistency there. I guess that would be my only criticism for him, and maybe my only criticism for the Bucks, because like I said, that should have been a late game, because man, that game just really put me to bed, and I was not excited for it at all. And I thought this would be one of the better, if not the best, playoff series for the first round. And I don't know what to expect now going forward. I'm just hoping that with the Miami Heat being who they are, they can at least turn it around for one game at some point. So I don't want to blow this out of proportion, because you do have those those off days. And like I said, game one was fairly close. So something happened between game one and game two here. And it just seemed off as far as like uncharacteristically how bad they lost and how far they were down and how their starters didn't provide much. And maybe they didn't figure out a new rotation against this Bucks team, because it's not the same Bucks team that they beat last year. You know, there's some things that's been modified, and Drew Holiday is definitely the X factor upgrade there for the point guard position. But BRYN Forbes, you know, obviously a 3-point sniper there. I mean, you don't leave him open next time. Just don't leave him open. And the Heat's offense has to start clicking to the point where they look like a playoff basketball team. Now it's almost looking like, man, the Indiana Pacers should have been the ones in this situation, you know, or anybody else that didn't make the playoffs. Well, not anybody else that didn't make the playoffs in the East, but yeah, I mean, the Pacers look like they could have put up a better matchup in this go around. But yeah, like I said, this round's not over. The series is not over. So I don't want to over exaggerate. I'm just, you know, wanting to, I guess, kind of lower my expectations. But I mean, I feel like the Heat should rise up to it, and they need to, you know, come out hot and heavy at the beginning of the game three and just push, and you know, definitely do some scouting. When I was watching the game, you know, right after the game or during the end of the game, I think the commentator was saying that, you know, the Heat don't need to see any game footage from this. They need to just wipe this out, burn the tape, and move on to the next. So no, I definitely agree with that. They need to just go ahead and focus on what they need to do for game three. Like game two was just one of those off nights, like throw it in the bag type of thing and burn it. Focus more so on what you did properly in game one, and then execute that at that and excel in what you need to do, and get everybody refocused, reacclimated, and I think things would be fine. It'd be back to being a normal competitive series like it should. Like I don't expect the Bucks to keep doing this over and over. If they do this over and over, then that's going to be scary going into the next rounds, because that's crazy if they could show that much consistency of dominating a team that shouldn't be dominated like that. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. And like I said, this is kind of like a short video because I don't have anything else. I'm just looking at my notes here, and that just covered everything, because like I said, I fell asleep during this game, and I'm sure I didn't miss much when I did sleep, outside of just the Bucks just going to town a little bit more. And yeah, it ended the way it started pretty much. So yeah, look forward to game three. Sorry that this was so disappointing for any of the fans out there. If you're a Miami Heat fan, if you're a Bucks fan, hey, congratulations. Shout out to the Feeling Lucky Pod, the crew out there in, you know, in Milwaukee, obviously big Milwaukee Bucks fans. And yeah, that win was just a heartbreaker for the Heat. But yeah, you're doing what you need to do, and that's showing improvement from last season, this season, and the growth of a better team, and definitely a playoff ready team, and you know, with that championship mentality. So take care of business early and get things done, and then you're on the way. So pack your bags, hit the road, and see what you can do down in Miami. Once again, everybody, you know, if you like these videos, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're tuning in and, you know, if you like our content, please consider subscribing. Or if you're revisiting, you know, yeah, just, you know, hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on for when we release new content here. And if you're wanting the audio only versions of our podcast or these small playoff videos, you know, go to Spotify, Anchor.fm, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, you know, for our, you know, the audio only under Kish YZ. And if you want to follow us on Twitter or Instagram, it's under Kish YZ as well, spelled KISH_YZ for those handles. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Peace and love.